guys, it's me, Emily, and today's video is going to be my top 10 favorite thrift finds of 2020. I've seen a lot of these videos and I just really love seeing like the things that people got within a year that they just feel are their greatest finds, the best treasures that they found. That's one of my favorite parts about thrifting, is finding things that you really love and that you're gonna hold on to for a while. So these are my top 10 favorite things that I found thrifting this year. I honestly am shocked that I even have 10 things. I didn't feel like I thrifted that much this year. It was kind of a weird year for thrifting, but apparently I did. I actually had quite a few things to choose from, and these are the 10 that I decided were really the best, my favorite things that I will get the most use out of, or that I have gotten the most use out of. So as you can see, there's kind of a color scheme thing going on. I don't necessarily consider these to be my all-time favorite colors, but these are my all-time favorite pieces that I thrifted in 2020. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and pick an item to show you in no particular order, really. I am not the kind of personality who can rank things. I have top 3 favorites, top 5 favorites. I never have an actual favorite anything. I'm just, my personality doesn't work that way. So these all rank in the top 10, and that's as good as we're gonna get. So I'm just going to start with the thing closest to me. So this is a cape that's intended to look kind of like a blazer, but it does not have like actual blazer sleeves. It just has a spot where your arms go through, and it is a cape. I just think that this is an incredibly beautiful, chic, classic piece. Also, capes were really trending in 2020. They were really having their moment again, shining in the light, and I have actually gotten quite a bit of use out of this since I thrifted it probably about 4-ish months ago, maybe. I'm pretty sure vintage. It's by Sophie Rue. It might be a little bit newer, I don't know. But I got this for a singular doll hair from the Mission Thrift in Petal, Mississippi. They were doing a 20 items for $20, and I easily can thrift 20 items. So this cape is one of my top 10 best thrift finds of 2020, and I love it. And I think it's just beautiful, timeless classic, and I can get a lot of use out of it, and will continue to enjoy it. So next item is this incredibly basic black kind of mock neck sweater vest. Honestly, sweater vests in general had their moment. Their time in the spotlight this year. It was their time to shine, and I 100% went for it. I really hopped on the sweater vest train hard. This one is probably the simplest, most basic sweater vest I found. I actually ended up finding a ton thrifting, so many that I ended up making a styling video for sweater vests, which I will link down below, because I loved all those sweater vests that I found. And honestly, I would probably like give most of them like a tie for this top 10 position, except for black is classic and again timeless, and it looks chic and classy even in a sweater vest. And so I just really enjoy this one. I've gotten a lot of wear out of this one, and my white one I think probably tied for the most, but this sweater vest, just a great piece. I mean, just truly. I also got this sweater vest from the Mission Thrift. I don't think I got them in the same trip. I think I actually went back a separate time and picked up a lot of sweater vests, and also got the 20 items for $20 deal. So I think I also got this for $1 at a separate time though. But seriously, a steal. I promise I have more than just black things, but yet again, this next top is black. I got this top from ThredUp. I actually had a store credit from ThredUp. I'm selling a few of my clothes from when I did my closet clean out video back in like March ish. So when I sold some of those clothes, they applied like a store credit, and I used that credit to buy more thrifted clothes from ThredUp, and I found this top. I just had really been wanting, like as Jenna Phipps would call it, a second skin top. I bought this way before it was even like possibly cool outside. I literally think I bought this in like August, maybe early September, when it's still like the heat of literal Satan's lair in South Mississippi, and I was like, this is beautiful, I'm gonna buy it. But honestly, in the amount of time I've owned it, I've gotten quite a bit of wear out of it. It's just so like dainty, but also looks kind of like edgy and very chic because it's black. Like I mentioned, black is just timeless and chic. It also is super cute because it has these bell sleeves and this cute little like heart embroidered design on it. This is from Mink Pink, and I think it's really interesting because it's obviously like a little bit more of a modern style piece that still fits with my style. I would consider my style to be very much a mix of like vintage and modern, like girly, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really like this piece. I think it was a good purchase. I think originally on ThredUp it was like $12 or $13, but I didn't really pay that for it because I used my store credit. So great item, gotten a lot of use out of it. Definitely one of my faves. Alright, so I know you can see this. We're gonna save it. We're just gonna act like we don't see it right now. And we're gonna skip to this piece. So this beautiful dress, I mean just, oh, stunning, gorgeous. This dress is by far one of my favorite things I've ever thrifted, ever. And I feel like thrifting from ThredUp is not quite the same, but I mean it is a thrift store, even if it's maybe a consignment. Either way, I found this dress by chance. Like I was searching for specifically like this style dress, but like I didn't know to type in the words for this dress. Does that make sense? Like sometimes you can type in like Everlane pants and it'll show you like all the Everlane pants that ThredUp might have happened to find or whatever. I did not know a brand or even like a style of dress I was looking for. I was just looking for like flowy lace dresses, and I found this. It was pretty expensive, if I'm honest. It's a Free People dress originally, and I paid like $65 for it, but it's beautiful and I love it, and I've dreamed of owning this dress since I was like, I don't know, probably 15. I have many similar to this style dresses pinned on my Pinterest board that I have had since literally like 2013, and this is just a dream dress for me. So that's why it's a top 10 favorite. I love it. This is like, see, I've shown you all these black pieces and now I'm showing you this lace, roughly flowy, like princess cottagecore style dress. And this is still entirely like my style. Like if I were to show you pictures of this is exactly how I want to look and this is my style, like this would be it. This is what I would show you. And so yeah, my style is lots of things. But I love this dress and I'm so glad I was able to find it, and I will have it for many a year, I do believe. So just look how beautiful. It gives me like piratey vibes. Ooh, that's why I love it. Ah, I loved Pirates of the Caribbean. I saw all of the movies when they came out in theaters pretty much with my best friend. We have always loved Pirates of the Caribbean, and Keira Knightley is just goals. So yeah, that's why I just always wanted to be a pretty pirate girl. Okay, so next item is this beautiful like tweed with velvet embellishments, buttons, vintage. Is it a trench coat? I guess, kind of like a trench blazer. But anyway, if you have seen any of my videos from this year, then you probably have seen this jacket. Or if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this jacket. But it's just beautiful, and it fits me beautifully, and it's actually decently warm, and it just looks so like put together and stylish, but like chic and classic and simple, and it's just perfect. I love it. This is definitely one of my absolute favorite thrift finds ever, and I got it for like $8, maybe like $6 to $8 from Goodwill. Like, beautiful, perfect. I love it. Like, it gives me like Madeline and Paris kind of vibes, you know? Like I should just be walking under the Eiffel Tower in winter. Maybe if I had my little beret. I did actually thrift a fully wool, like beret-ish type hat. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, this jacket. I love it. Alright, so the next piece, if I can get it off this hanger. The next piece that I would consider probably one of my best thrift finds like ever, but definitely top favorites for 2020 is this, probably just like early 2000s if even. They're probably fairly new. They're Covington. The tag looks pretty new. Maybe, you know, a little bit vintagey, but anyway, these high-waist trousers that are this light plaid, it's kind of like taupe, tan, maybe a dark brown stripe through there, but they're just so beautiful and again, like a very classic look. I have worn them a lot to style outfits that are like trendy as dark or light academia at the time. But I feel like they're just very nice, put together looking trousers. I have worn these so much since I thrifted them this year, and I do believe I thrifted them at the same time I found black cape at the Mission Thrift, the one that I showed at the beginning. I really haven't even had them that long, and I always get compliments when I wear them. I have worn them a ton. I've posted quite a few pictures on Instagram in these, and they're just beautiful. Like, they're super nice, and they're very much a style that I'm currently trying to go for in my life. So I just think that they're super duper awesome. Okay, this skirt, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more vintage-y, but again, kind of like the pants more towards like early 2000s vintage instead of like 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s kind of type. It is a Worthington modern knit, and it just looks retro. It looks like a nice 70s kind of mod print, but I love this skirt. I feel like it definitely goes towards like the style that I'm aiming for this time in my life, and it's beautiful. It's just, I mean, like a gorgeous print. And it's funny because when I looked at it online, I found this from ThredUp as well, and when I looked at it online, I thought, oh, that's a little bit much. It's a little out of my comfort zone. Maybe that's too bright. I love this skirt. I have worn it a ton. I feel like it's a really kind of a classic piece to be as bold as it seems to be, but every time I wear this, I get so many compliments on it. So many people like tell me how much they love it and ask me about it, and I think I paid like $7 or $8 for this on ThredUp. Like, this beautiful skirt. It's flattering, it's work appropriate, it fits me beautifully, it goes with my style, so definitely made it up there in my top 10 favorite pieces I thrifted this year. Okay, so the next thing that I would consider to be my favorite piece that I thrifted in 2020 is this belt. And it's a belt. It's not anything incredibly like unique, I don't feel like, but it's beautiful to me. It is just exactly what I would consider my type of style. It is a Brighton belt, and I'm pretty sure it's real leather. Let me see if it says that. I don't know. It was crafted with pride in USA, and it has a little stamp on it on the inside, like a branding for size medium, and then 40403. But anyway, it's gorgeous. It fits right around my waist perfectly for like high-waisted pants and stuff, and it has this beautiful little sunflower belt buckle. Oh, really, it's not little. It's pretty big. It's almost Texan. But I love this. I think it's gorgeous. I can't believe I found this, and I literally paid $1.50 for it because I got this from the secondhand thrift in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And yeah, it's beautiful and perfect, and I love it, and it's why it's in my top thrift finds of 2020. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to pull this very Michael Jackson-esque jacket over to the side. So this jacket is on the hanger very sturdily because I didn't want it to fall off, so I'm going to lay that right there for a second. Is vintage, 100% leather. It is Newport News and a size 6. It's gorgeous. It is incredible. Colored leather has really been a trend recently, and I was just shocked that I found this. It has like the tiniest little bit of like just discrepancies in the fabric, just tiny wear and tear pieces. But it has gorgeous buttons and like, oh, I don't know what you call these, zippers, but like just gorgeous embellishments. That's not the word either. Anyway, it does the double zip thing, and I just think it's perfect and beautiful. And now that it's actually finally, like literally finally cold outside, I can get some wear out of this. I only got it pretty close to the end of 2020, really. I think I finally went and got it in maybe the end of November, like right after Thanksgiving. I saw it hanging in the store for months. Like even the first time I went to the Mission Thrift and got the blazer cape, and even the second time I went and got the sweater vest, it was there. And I was like, oh, it's expensive because it's $40. And I went, and it had been there for months. It's labeled that it was there since August, or maybe it was labeled that like a price drop starts in August. But I finally picked it up at the end of November, and I ended up getting this jacket for like $7. But the best part about that is that I got it as a set with these pants. Now, the pants really aren't my top favorite thrift find of 2020. The jacket is. These can sort of be a runner-up because since they're a vintage size 6, they don't quite fit me. They're just like, it's like this much too small, and I'm so heartbroken because like would this just not be so cool to wear? Like a whole colored leather like suit. It's not really a suit, but like outfit, you know, you get it. It's just, they're just beautiful, but they're too small. Like, anyway, so the jacket 100% gets to go in my top 10 thrifted finds of 2020, but the pants unfortunately just have to sit to the side, feeling left out, looking in longingly at all the winners, which is exactly how I feel about the pants, because I just want them to fit. Anyway, 100% leather, real leather, vintage real leather, amazing. And I got it for like $7 for the pair, for both of them. Anyway, so this thrift find is not super exciting. And honestly, they're kind of dirty now. Like they're really worn now. And they looked pretty new when I got them in the beginning of June. But I wore these shoes so much. I have worn them so many times since I found them. I paid, I think, maybe, oh goodness, I don't even know, maybe $6, $7 for these from a thrift store that's literally called The Thrift Store in Decatur, Alabama. But yeah, they originally are, I think, Wild Fable brand. I also think that they still had like a shoe sticker tag inside them and on the bottom of them when I got them, but it's not there anymore. But yeah, these were basically new. I think somebody tried them, didn't like them, and decided to donate them pretty quickly because they're still obviously very like a trendy item. They are a recent trend. It's not like, you know, they're vintage by any means, but I just think they're super cute. They're neutral, and so they went with a lot, and I really wore these so much. So these definitely have to be in my top 10 favorite thrift finds of 2020 because I loved them. And if you love something and you get a lot of use out of it, then it definitely belongs in the top 10. All right, so have I really shown 10 items yet? I think that this technically is 11, but that's okay. These really can be like, again with the pants, a runner-up because I didn't technically thrift them. I actually found them at a yard sale for a sweet little elderly lady. She was, I think, trying to get rid of a lot of stuff she'd had in her house for a while, and I'm pretty sure that these are genuine from the 80s shoes. They are Ciamonto. I don't really know what that is, and it has stamped on here leather sole, which it actually at this point just says ether sole, but they were loved, they were worn, and they're beautiful still, I feel like. and I couldn't pass them up. They are exactly my size, and they're just precious. These are obviously the most colorful thing that I have shown you at this point, but I just think they're so cool. And I paid, I think, $1.50 for these. I'm pretty sure I gave this woman $1.50 for these shoes. Because to her, they're, you know, old and out of style, and like, what's it matter? But to me, they're beautiful and just like quirky and fun and everything that I want to be in a cute little 80s shoe. So yeah, these shoes. So an honorable mention for top 10 favorite thrift finds of 2020 is this vintage, authentic 70s Mickey Mouse, like fantastic Sorcerer Mickey shirt. I'm pretty sure this is a men's button down, but I do not care. It's gorgeous. I love it. And this is an honorable mention instead of being in my regular top 10 favorite thrift finds, because I did not necessarily thrift this or, you know, find it miraculously. It wasn't like a hidden treasure. I knew of this shirt already, and I knew I wanted it, and I wanted to find it. And so I just like searched eBay, you know, for specifically this shirt. I typed in like vintage 70s Mickey Mouse men's button down or whatever. Or is it a men's button up? Anyway, a shirt. This shirt, I searched for it because I knew of it and I wanted it, and I found it, and I paid like maybe $15 for it, which is amazing. It's amazing. This whole shirt is amazing. It's beautiful. I love it. Like, just awesome. 70s has really always been an aesthetic I've leaned towards. Like 60s, 70s, I've always been called hippie child. I've always loved bell bottoms and warmer toned things, and this shirt just makes my soul scream with joy. Like, I love it so much. But since I did not necessarily thrift it, even though I did purchase it secondhand, it just gets its own like honorable mention. So that is my top 10 favorite thrift finds, runner-ups, honorable mentions, best things that I purchased in 2020 secondhand. I truly love all of these things. I was so excited every time I found any of these items. I know I'll get so much use out of them, and that's what I love about thrifting. All of these items that I showed you were incredibly reasonable prices for beautiful items that I wanted, that fit my aesthetic, that fit my style, that fit how I want to be perceived and how I want to look right now in life. And if I had gone to even purchase 10 items at a regular store, at regular store prices, I would have spent a fortune. Like, way more money than I probably spent thrifting the entire year. Because these are real, genuine quality pieces in my opinion, and that's it. That's why I love thrifting, because you can find real, beautiful, amazing, vintage, genuine quality pieces for you. For like a price that you can afford. Something that fits your budget. And I love all these pieces. I love that you stuck around to the end of the video to see me rambling on about how much I love thrifting. And I hope that you enjoyed sitting here with me and seeing my favorite pieces that I found in 2020. It was not a great year for everything else, but it seems like it was a pretty good year for thrifting for me. So if you managed to stick around this long, I'd love if you would like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, ring my bell. It means a lot to me. It helps me out as a creator, and it just makes my heart happy because I'm doing this for you, and I like tiny affirmations. Anyway, you can also follow me on Instagram. As you can tell, I obviously like clothes. I post a lot of fashion content on Instagram. My handle is @EmilyBHenry, and I will also link that down below. And I think that's it. I guess I'm gonna let you go now and quit talking your ear off. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the future. Bye!